They gather at Ecolab headquarters. These are employees. They have a purpose, to do something, not for the company, but for the community, to give something back by giving something of themselves. It's what they hope becomes a genuine part of their culture, that people want to participate. In this case, the benefactors are schools. It's done through the United Way.
We've got a great team that volunteers to pull together our campaign. They get out, we've got fairs, we're going to have a family day out at our R&D center. We get all over live auctions, we do all kinds of fun events.
The United Way is almost a generic term for a very specific purpose. They make communities better by distributing to great charities, great programs, great causes.
You know, when you think about kids going to school, they need some good, solid, healthy fuel, and the volunteers are getting all ready to go.
On this day, different teams have gathered at the Mall of America to put together school supplies. But the catch is, there is the driving force of competition.
There was some postcards, note cards, crayons, markers, some paper, a book.
Yep. And a nice note. Great excitement, really fun. I just love how many people are out here making a difference. I love teams.
It is organized excitement to create a greater good. In the middle of it is the head coach of the local chapter, Sarah Caruso.
And you can really make a difference in a child's life this fall.
Today is the day of action here in the Twin Cities, and it's really kicking off our annual fundraising campaign. We hope to raise $90 million between now and December 31st. And it's also a way for people to volunteer and get connected to the work that we do.
She understands what she speaks. Having been a part of corporate America, Caruso knows there is a heartbeat that needs to be pumped. And the Twin Cities is a pretty good place to reach out.
I think there's a responsibility. If you want a healthy business and a healthy community, then you got to understand it's a virtuous cycle. And if you look at the corporations that are based here, we have an amazing group of companies in terms of their commitment to the community, their commitment to helping other folks, and I think they step up in a number of ways. And I think it's one of the real blessings of this community. And so it's easy to take it for granted if you live here. So we live in the world's most philanthropic country, and this is the most philanthropic country's most philanthropic community, Minneapolis-St. Paul.
So you lure into it by competing, and you let the nature of generosity come forward.
We made the school supply kit, and the scissors was a little large for that pencil bag now, but we did it.
For me, it's days like this. It's seeing this visible demonstration of the community's caring and our connection to so many different people. The other part I love, and this today is the beginning of that, it's saying thank you to so many people.
This is just a mechanism that highlights a spirit. That's what the United Way thrives on. And they win you over with credibility, a track record, a background that suggests they stand out, built by an honest approach.
The trust our donors give us is our greatest asset, and it's what I am honored by every day. And we try to ensure that trust continues by a very rigorous grant-making process, where we are very careful and strategic about understanding the needs in the community around hunger, around housing, around high-quality education.
The focus is to make sure that every generation gets a fair shot to compete in the American dream. You facilitate that with money to programs that are at the core of where it all starts.
Kaleidoscope.
In South Minneapolis, there's an after-school program called Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope's mission is to really help educate and unlock the potential of the students in the South Minneapolis neighborhood that we work in here in the Phillips neighborhood.
About 80% of our kids are African American, and we really do a lot of emphasis on academics and trying to give kids an image that they in fact can go on to college and what might they want to do after they leave high school.
They have benefited greatly from the United Way.
When you have the United Way behind you, you can really focus on your mission, and they encourage you to do that.
I think that what is important is the United Way has the power to bring an incredible number of people together and leverage those resources in a truly effective manner.
These kids in high-quality child care centers that United Way funds end up ready for kindergarten, and that launches them on a path that will enable them to read by 3rd grade and graduate from high school, and then go on to become productive, tax-paying members of our society. And it all starts at the beginning, and it's where we have the biggest impact.
It's not a small-time operation or small dreams. The United Way is founded on lofty goals. on going right into Fortune 500 America and appealing to a well-thought-out community.
We are 95 years old, and we have a history with all of our big companies here. And the executives at these big companies understand that a strong Twin Cities is made up of many parts, including a strong United Way.
And we have a winner right down here in front.
So they come to enjoy company camaraderie, and they get involved in games. And before you know it, there is an energy and a sense of teamwork, all the while working towards a common cause.
Someone asked me to volunteer, and it's always a great opportunity to give back.
It is so much fun because we always know that the citizens in the Twin Cities are going to respond, and they're going to make a real difference for those that are living nearby.
The United Way, a lesson in what can be done for the right reasons by the right people.
I think it's super exciting, a lot of fun competition, and I enjoy the United Way and the outreach to the community. I think it's a great way to get people involved.
When we come back, we'll hit the water senior style. Stay with us on Life to the Max.
For more information on Life to the Max, go to our website at lifetothemax.tv. Life to the Max is brought to you by LifeTouch, photography for a lifetime.